Look at this dude.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hey man, if you haven't already done so, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, smash the like button, leave a comment, click that bell while you're at it so you can be a part of the Post Noti gang family, best family on YouTube, and that's no cap hands down. Hey man, we are here for DJ Loves Turbo. I almost died yesterday. Well, damn, it looks like we might be getting a little story time. I ain't gonna lie, the last time I almost died was last year. Well, I kind of did die, but then came back, so yeah. Anyways, y'all, let's talk and more reacting. Let's dive right into this video. Let's go.
Yo, so I know this video looks like it's clickbait. It says I almost died or I should have died or whatever, and I've seen a ton of other YouTubers who have lied about this, but I'm being serious. I literally should have died yesterday. I honestly can't believe that I'm still alive making this video. Okay, let me explain to you what happened. You're gonna be so shocked. Okay, so for some reason, in my house, I never have had any smoke detectors. You know what smoke detectors are? The things that you like screw in the ceiling?
I'm pretty sure every house has one, don't they?
And if there's a fire or if there's gas in your house or something, it'll start beeping, beep, 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 you need to get out. Well, for the past couple of years, I've been living without them. Looking back now, it's a horrible thing because I haven't had smoke detectors for a long time.
Like, did he just just take the smoke detector off, or the house came with no smoke detectors?
Since I had this house. It's been like 2 or 3 years. I never had smoke detectors, but I've never had a fire or any gas or any problems. Well, about 1 month ago, right, my sister came over. My sister normally lives in Arizona, but she came all the way to Illinois to hang out with me and my family. Right when she got here, she realized, why do you guys not have smoke detectors? What if your whole house burned down, DJ, and you died, and all your cats died, and your parents died, and everybody died, and you lost your YouTube plaques, and you lost your computer, and you lost everything?
I ain't gonna lie, I almost lost my YouTube plaque, bro. I'm so glad I got it back, though. Man, that whole move from Houston to Florida was hectic as hell, bro.
And you just died. She honestly made a good point. I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should, put up some smoke detectors. But I kind of forgot about it. See, I'm that type of person who, doesn't really worry about stuff until it happens. Sometimes that's a good thing because I don't really worry. I'm never anxious.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm the opposite, bro. I be thinking about the worst, outcome of everything, bro. My anxiety gets the best of me, bro.
Kind of just floating around, chilling. I just like everything. But sometimes it's a bad thing because sometimes I'm not prepared. Well, in this case, my sister came over and immediately noticed I didn't have any smoke alarms or anything. And if my house burned down, I was literally gonna die with all my cats and everything. So she suggested.
How many cats does DJ have? He sounds like he might have 10 cats or some shit, bro.
That I get some smoke alarm. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And then I forgot about it. And then I left. I went on a cruise or whatever. You guys remember a couple of months ago, I was on hella cruises. I went on a cruise and I completely forgot about the smoke alarms. Well, when I got back home after the cruise, when I got home, I looked up and I was like, what the hell is that? Turns out there was a smoke alarm right there. I was like, how did that get there? As I was walking to my room, I noticed there was another one. I'm like,
they just randomly appeared.
Whoa, oh, my sister must have bought them for me and put them up. How nice of her. I was kind of happy that she did that for me because I really don't like fixing stuff and working. I just like making videos, hanging out, reading books, having fun with friends.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
This is what I like to do. I don't like working on stuff. So I was so glad that
I'd rather pay someone to do it for me, you feel me?
Did that for me, but I didn't really see why I needed it. Yeah, what if one day I forgot to turn the stove off, my house would burn down, oh, the alarm would go beep, 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 and it would wake me up, yeah, whatever. So that was about a month ago when she installed all these smoke detectors. After she installed them all, she went home and she didn't really plan on coming back here at all because she lives in Arizona. It's so far. Arizona and Illinois is 20 million miles, okay? She's not coming back. Well, yesterday, this is where the story gets absolutely crazy. Yesterday, my sister came back to town because she went to a wedding. One of her friends had a wedding here. She never comes to Illinois. She doesn't really like it that much because it's cold and stuff. But she came back for.
I don't even know what's in Illinois. I just don't have no interest in Illinois. I ain't gonna cap.
One day, she literally came back for one day. Literally, yesterday was the only day she was here, right? When she came back,
She went all the way to Illinois from Arizona and was only there for one day? That's crazy.
We hung out, we hung out, went out to eat, stuff like that, cool stuff, and then we went to sleep. She was gonna sleep here for one night and then leave the next day. Well, we all went to sleep, a happy family. We didn't expect anything to happen, but the next morning was insane. So after we all hung out with each other and went to eat and stuff like that, we all went to sleep, and at about 4 a.m., I start hearing beep, beep, beep. Now instantly I was out of bed holy, is that my sister's alarm or something? What the hell's wrong with her? She need to turn that off. I was almost about to scream.
I ain't gonna lie, smoke detectors are so annoying when they start going off, bruh.
I was like, turn it off! If you know me, you know I love getting sleep. Like, I hate being tired. Like, if you sleep like 4 hours a day or 4 hours a night, you're gonna wake up and be like, duh. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty much me, man. I hardly sleep, and it's so bad. But I have like sleep issues. I have to like take stuff like melatonin and Tylenol PM, Benadryl just to knock out sometimes, bro.
a damn robot. Once I heard the beeping, I didn't know what it was, but it kept going on. So I ended up leaving my room and walking into the hallway, and I saw that one of the smoke detectors was beeping. Right as I looked at the smoke detector, my sister came out of her old room, that's where she was staying for the one night. She came out as well, and she looked up, and she was like, what's going on? Now, the weird thing about this smoke detector going off was the fact that it was going off in between our bedrooms. The smoke detector wasn't going off in the kitchen where it normally should. Like, if there's a fire, it's probably gonna come from the kitchen. Why is the smoke detector in the kitchen?
Somebody was smoking. I feel like somebody was. I ain't gonna lie. There was a hotel I was staying at in Houston. I ain't gonna lie. I was, doing my thing in there. You feel me? But anyways, I set the alarm off, and I was like, fuck. I had to make sure all the smoke was gone, everything, because the lobby people ended up coming to my room having to turn the alarm off. I'm over here with Febreze. I'm like, I hope they don't smell it.
Not going off. Why is the only detector thing going off by our bedrooms? This was really, really weird. So we decided to look at it and be like, oh, it's probably like a battery. It's like the battery's messed up. Looking back now, it wasn't the battery. We almost died if we would have. Okay, let me just keep explaining. So as me and my sister were sitting there trying to turn this thing off because it was literally bang, bang, bang. Also, it was like 4 a.m. I'm tired. Like, I don't even know if I'm
the worst alarm to wake up to, bruh.
Dreaming still. I was just like, okay, yep, turn it off. I was reaching up in the, cause I'm pretty tall. I can like touch the ceiling barely. Like, I was like, I don't know why I didn't grab a chair or anything, but I was trying to get
You gotta be tall to be able to just touch the ceiling just by standing up. Damn.
It out because I thought it was just a bad battery. I finally ended up breaking it off. I had to get like a hammer, and I was like hammering that thing off, and I broke it. This is actually the detector right here that I ended up taking off. It's literally broken, as you can see right here. But
Damn.
I ended up breaking it off, and I was like, oh.
I ain't gonna lie, I would break the fuck out that thing too if it was 4 a.m., bruh.
Finally, the beeping stopped. Me and my sister were like, okay, it was probably just like a glitch because this is the only one beeping. Like, all the other ones in the house would start beeping if there was actually something wrong, right? So we end up, like, dropping this off. We put it on a table or something, but my sister, God bless her, bro, she's so smart. She ended up looking at the back of the smoke detector. She was like, okay, let's see why it was beeping. She was looking at it, and she saw that it said, if it beeps once, it means the battery's bad. That's what we thought was happening, but it wasn't just beeping once. It was beeping 4 times. It was going beep, 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 beep. So she looked on the back of it, and she saw that it said, the smoke alarm is 3 quick beeps, which it wasn't that, but the CO alarm was 4 beeps. Exactly what we were hearing. Now, I didn't really know what CO was, but turns out CO is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a gas that is odorless and colorless, so you can't smell it and you can't see it. It's literally like invisible. You can't tell that there's any...
Now, I've heard of that before. I just didn't know exactly what it's called. So carbon monoxide, okay.
Carbon dioxide near you.
He keeps saying dioxide, but I think he means monoxide.
Realized that the 4 beeps that we were hearing said that it was a carbon dioxide leak in our house. We started to panic. We didn't really know what to do because
shout out to Jay Slutty.
You can't see it, you can't smell it, and it can just make you sick and then literally kill you if you're there long enough. Immediately, I started thinking about all my cats. I started thinking about my parents who, like, if you don't know, my parents are deaf, so they didn't hear the beeping. It was only me and my
parents are deaf. That's crazy. So it sounds like his whole family like lives with him, or maybe he lives with his parents, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the other way around. The parents live with DJ.
Sister, we can both hear, obviously. I can hear. We didn't know if we should go wake them up, or if we should call like the fire department or 911, or if we should just put it away because it's 4 a.m. and we want to go back to sleep. But there was also something else that was very weird. We were wondering why this was the only one. The one near our room was the only one going off, but every other one in the house didn't go.
Yeah, honestly, that doesn't make sense.
Off. We honestly thought that this one was just malfunctioning because all the other ones didn't do it. Why would there only be carbon dioxide in one part of the house? You know what I mean? So we ended up going to all the other smoke detectors in the house, and we realized that none of them had any CO2 detection. This one was the only one that could detect carbon dioxide. Every other...
Why didn't the other ones have it?
Smoke detector in the house was an actual smoke detector for fires and stuff. But this was the only one that could sense carbon dioxide. When my sister went and bought all of these smoke detectors, she didn't mean to buy a carbon dioxide detector. She meant to buy like 5 smoke detectors, but she accidentally bought 4 smoke detectors and 1 carbon dioxide detector. Once we realized...
Well, everything happens for a reason, so luckily she got that.
realized that this was the only one in the house that could detect that, and that's why this was the only one that was beeping. We went to my parents' room. We woke them up. We went outside. We called the fire department. They came pretty quickly. Sirens blaring at 4 a.m. I'm sorry to my neighbors. They came into my house and started testing it, like they test all the levels, and they said, this is insane, in the basement, there was like 1.2 million deciliters per gram or something of carbon dioxide, like really like crazy levels. They said the reason that there was this carbon dioxide through the house is because, this is gonna sound insane, there was a bunch of leaves on our pool heater. So we have a pool, right? We have a pool inside of our house. It's pretty cool. We have this
inside of the house
machine that heats up the pool water to make it warm so you can swim for a long time. There was a bunch of leaves on top of the pool heater. The heater started heating up the leaves, got the leaves in the system, and then started like a crazy like gas leak or CO2 leak or whatever. We had to sit outside. I'll show you some pictures. I'll throw up some pictures right now.
Damn, that's tough. Look, your sister came in clutched it in this case. She low-key saved her life.
My whole family was sitting outside for like 3 hours waiting for them to fan out all the CO2. They said it was like crazy levels. We were very lucky. But the thing that I like realized at that moment, you see this picture of me? I was sitting there going like, oh, I was so tired because it was like 6 a.m. at this point. The sun was coming up. I realized in that moment that me and my sister were literally 1 second away from putting this down and going back to sleep. I remember we were like, why is this the only one beeping? Why are they not all beeping? Probably because this one's just malfunctioning. It's just beeping for no reason. All the other ones are working. This one isn't. The reason that this one
W sister, bruh.
was because it's the only one that can detect the odorless gas that CO2 is. We almost put this thing down. I remember saying, it's probably the battery. I put it down and I went back to my room.
I'm pretty sure I would have done the same thing. I would have probably just broke it and then been like, thank God the beeping stopped. Going back to sleep.
We go back to sleep, but my sister, for some reason, decided to look at it again. She figured it out. If she didn't look at it again, we would have just went back to sleep and then just kept breathing this stuff.
And never woke up.
Then that you can't even tell. And I would have died, she would have died, my mom and my dad would have died, and all my cats would have died. Oh my God. According to Google, carbon monoxide leaks in people's houses can be deadly, causing hundreds of people dying in the US each year. So hundreds of people die, like 300 or 400 people die every year, and my family almost was that. The reason that this carbon monoxide can kill...
That's insane. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna start taking my smoke detectors very serious, because at the end of the day, I just be like, man, when this starts beeping, like, I ain't gonna lie, the house I had in Katy, Texas, near Houston, I remember one of them was beeping and I couldn't get it to stop, so I ended up just ripping it out, bro. But I shouldn't have done that.
So many people is because it's a silent killer. It has no odor, you can't smell it. It has no color, so you can't hear it, and you can't even taste it, meaning you can't detect it by human senses. The early symptoms of breathing this stuff in will be like the flu or like the headache, dizziness, weakness, and stuff like that. But if you're sleeping, you won't realize you feel bad. You won't realize you smell anything weird or anything. So you're gonna keep sleeping, keep smelling it, and that
you just never wake up, bro. That's exactly what probably ends up happening.
That's almost what I did. This says that a family of 4 people ended up dying in New Hampshire on Christmas from a carbon dioxide leak. A family in Riverton, Wyoming was found dead after a leak from their water heater. Bro, our freaking water heater almost did that to us, man. This is insane. I'm just so glad I'm not dead. I love all of you guys. I love making YouTube videos. I'm so glad I can keep making videos. And
man, like I said, W sister, bro.
Keep having fun in my life. I just want to let you guys know, because this is insane. Make sure you guys have these carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, whatever the hell they are, detectors, because it will catch you, bro. Woo! We're good. We're good. We're safe.
Well, man, like I said, shout out to DJ's sister, because she came in clutch. She saved the whole family, bro. Hey, man, if you guys made it to the end, I do greatly appreciate it. Smash the like button, leave a comment, click that bell while you're at it. Until next time, I'm going to see y'all next time. I'm out.